Hi everyone, it's Catch My Class YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video on my channel. And today I'm going to be talking about Collingwood. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to talk about our history against West Coast Eagles. Now, here's the start. The last 6-7 times that we play against West Coast, we've led by 10 points or more. We've only won one out of that. Now, if you go back, we've won a fair bit. Like, we won of course, 2019 where we didn't lead all day or like all night, and we absolutely come from behind and won that. But the elimination final last year, we were 10 points or more in front, and we won by a point. Now, we were in front in the first quarter of the game. I think it was about 15 points, if I can remember correctly. No, we were 10 points in front in 2018, round 17, and we lost by 35 points out of that. So that was one game that we did lose to that. Alright. We were qualifying final. We were in front by I think it was 3 points, and we lost that. I think as far as I remember. No, we were 10 points in front at 3/4 time, and we lost that. 2019, the 2018, we were 31-14 in front, and of course we lost by 5 points in that. So every time like we've been 10 points or more in front, we've gone on to and lost. We only won one of them. Now 2019. We were 11 points in front against West Coast Eagles in round 1 and in round 3 of that year, and then we gone on and lost that game. As well, so we did end up losing that game roughly about 17 points. Same game in Perth, we went in front and we won that based on how we performed. So we were never in front until the final siren of that game. That was one positive. But 2020, we were in front both games, if I remember correctly. Yes, 14 points in front in Perth against the West Coast Eagles when we played the second time, and we've lost massively in that game too. So we got absolutely poleaxed. I think it was by 60 points. 111-45. 16 points in front in elimination final. We've gone on and we won by a point. That was the game that we did it. realistically. And then we were 34 to 19, obviously on Friday night. 103 to 78. 130. So we lost by 27 points. So it was 102 to 77, something like that. So we only lost by 27 points in that. Now, what tends to happen with Collingwood is that we sometimes have a lead and sometimes teams will catch up. Either it's going to be a draw or we win, or well, we might occasionally lose it. But then we give teams a head start, but then we fight back hard and we only lose by a couple of goals or by a few points, or we win. Now, that's frustrating for us. Now, I remember a game, Indigenous round 2015. I was watching this. We were 39 points down at halftime. Right, and then all of a sudden we came out and we won that game by 17 points. It ended up to be raining and we got the job done. Now, Anzac Day 2014, we were 36 points down. Over 30 points down, and we come back and won that game. Remarkable second quarter it was. That's what the damage was. Essendon dominated us, but yet they couldn't put 4 quarters together. Again, the West Coast Eagles, in 2019, 16 points down. Out of nowhere, we came out and won that game as well. So we tend to have a record of doing that, and I can go back even further because this does happen back in the 2000s. Against Adelaide 2003, we were 23 points down, especially in the last quarter. It looked like maybe Adelaide were going to win, and we came back and we actually won with a kick after someone with Chris Tarrant put it through. We won by 5 points. So it's just remarkable that we tend to do this. Game against West Coast Eagles, we were 41 points down, I think at 42 points, 40 points down at 3/4 time. Came back and we nearly pinched it, even though if we kicked a couple of goals, it would have been about 15 points. Pressure would have been building on West Coast for that, and West Coast won by 27 points as well. Dustmore kicking the goal, which realistically we fought hard. So when he kicked this third goal, 2016 round 2 was there for this game against Richmond. I think we're 18 points down, 16 points down, and it looked likely Richmond was going to win. And we came back and Grundy won the game with 4 seconds remaining. I remember hugging a Collingwood supporter after the game, in real disbelief, like in real excitement. Darcy Moore, Mason Cox was playing that game too. No, Travis Cook was. Well, I think Mason Cox may not have played that, and Alex Sassola kicked 6 that day. On that night, I should say, and really was good for us. GWS, I think same year, 2016, 32 points down, we came back and won. So, what I'm trying to say is that sometimes we can play our best footy from the start, but then we don't really do enough on the scoreboard. So for whatever reason, if we don't kick a couple more goals, like that goal or two in the first quarter, then we tend to let teams catch up to us. So we should be thinking the draw against Adelaide 2017. The same thing, 50 points up, we drew. We look 15 points in the last quarter against West Coast. I was there for that at Etihad, as it was called there. And it looked unlikely, but then we just came out. The drawn to go, match saving tackle, Jamie Allen kicking to go, Alex Azella putting us 8 points in front. And it really shows on what we're capable of, you know. But as us friends says, when we win, oh, how good is that comeback? Really was. But then when we do lose, it's like, well, why do we let opposition teams get so far in front? And the same thing when we're in front, why do we let teams catch up to us? Or it's like, oh, you know, that was a really good win. So I don't think that we put teams to the sword. So, you know, we tend to be the comeback kings in the way that we do play. So I think that's the issue that I have. For those who return magpies, I don't know if I did do it or not. You know, welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, please, if you like the videos I'm making, like, comment and subscribe. But the reason why I'm going on about Collingwood is because I know how frustrating it can be when we don't kick that extra goal or two and put the game beyond doubt. That makes it difficult for the opposition. Like 2018 when we went over to Adelaide, like how good was this? Same thing, like we got that far in front and we're able to perform well. Same thing against Richmond. Oh, you know, we did it again. I mean, that prelim final, like how good it felt. So, I don't know if it's mental. I don't think it's a bit of a physical side. But this game against Essendon, and we did on Anzac Day when we got beaten that game too. It just shows me the lack of concentration, the lack of, okay, well, we need to kick those couple goals a game in 2009 to really put the game beyond doubt, make it difficult, and just play 4 quarters. That's the issue that we tend to have, and I just want to see the improvement in Collingwood to go, right, when we're in front, we must hold on. We can't go away from our structures. We can't go and think, because it's natural to think, oh, you know what, boys, we've got them here, and all of a sudden that you stop, and you lose concentration. The game's over 4 quarters, not 1 quarter. So it's okay to start the first quarter well, but we need to make sure that when we do play, that we play for 4 quarters and not this second and third quarter. We're going to have to start putting teams to the sword. If we don't do that, we're in a lot of trouble. So this is a very important game for Collingwood. Must win, of course, against Essendon on Anzac Day. I'm going to be doing my review for that game, but I'm also going to be doing a preview for the VFL game, hoping I can go to it so it doesn't rain. Other than that, I think it's going to be real special for the team, as much as anything, because if that's the way Collingwood are going to go about it, why not? So that's going to be the end of the video. That's a little bit probably review towards Collingwood and about margins and what we might need to do. But I feel frustrated as a fan because sometimes we win these close games when we come back. Sometimes when we're front, we can hold on and win it, or we can lose it. So we just have to be smarter in the way we go about it. Hopefully, especially against Gold Coast Suns, that we come out and we kill them for 4 quarters, because at least that shows something to really kickstart season. Starts this week, but also will start against the Gold Coast Suns and North Melbourne as well. We can't afford to be 1-5. And we know Essendon are a good team. They had a sinker against Brisbane Lions, but they show that when they play well, they beat St Kilda. They nearly beat Sydney as well. So we just got to play a lot smarter as well when we do play. So I hope you guys do like the video. Look, like, comment and subscribe. It means the world to me. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell your neighbours, go the Pies. And until next time, I will be doing a tips video either tomorrow or Thursday. Until then, see ya.